notebooks and pens and all that stuff and get in there and got them. That's yours.
No. Just push the on button,
I know exactly where
and
that
then
is,
you're gonna
right
push
by
it,
where I
the
picked
talk
up my
button
coffee.
down on top. What?
Just always? Just keep it on all the time?
Yep,
Does this
I
need
think
to
it
be
worked.
loaded?
No.
I'm sure it worked.
Big
Brand
brand
new.
spanking.
Ready? Oh, I'm so happy we have a gavel. I mean, everything here is amazing. All right. I will call the meeting of the Economic Development Authority Board to order, 7:01. Boom. All right. First, let's consider the approval of the agenda. We have 7 items. Any additions or changes that you guys would like? Otherwise, I would entertain a movement to approve the agenda.
Motion to approve.
I'll second.
I have a motion and a second to approve agenda as is. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstaining? All right, agenda is approved. Next, we have approval of the minutes from the September 18th regular meeting. I did have one question on the old business on 5B. It was confusing and I might have read it wrong, but it said we don't get involved because it's not a city election, and then the board agreed to promote it or to not approve.
2.
Okay, thank you. That was just my question. I have 0 other questions about the minutes.
Motion to approve.
Second.
All right, I have a motion and a second to approve the meeting minutes from September 18th. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstaining? All right, minutes hold. Joel, treasurer's report?
All right, well, good morning, everybody. Between the 3 accounts, there was a beginning fund balance of $133,735.05, revenues of $552.08, which consisted of the Pet Stop monthly revolving loan fund repayment, and then expenses of $1559.20, which consisted of payroll and associated items, social media, marketing, and legal services, for an ending balance of $132,727.93. And then so far the bills to be paid in October are social media content. And then included with the staff report and treasurer's report is the invoices to be paid. And then included the revenue and expense guidelines for the EDA year to date.
Thank you, Joel.
Motion to approve the treasurer's report.
Second.
I got a motion and a second to approve the treasurer's report. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstaining? All right, treasurer's report is passed. All right, on to old business. Update on the 2026 EDA budget.
So since the last EDA meeting, the council met and had to make some budget cuts to stay in line with the tax levy that they wanted to keep, along with the tax rate. So historically, you can see it's been $40,000 or $50,000 for the last 5 years. The EDA has 2 funds, the revolving loan fund, which just consists of the Pet Stop Vet Clinic loan repayment. That'll be paid off in October of '26. Small Cities Housing Grant Program, all grants and revenue, or all grants associated with revenues and expenses are dedicated to this fund. And then the 210, which is the majority of the expenses, at least this year, and day-to-day operating expenses are accounted for in this budget. Main things in the budget are BR&E initiative, business visits. At the last meeting, we talked about conducting a market study, and we'll talk about that later, and as well as the facade rehab program, marketing, social media, other types of marketing, and then funds for other agencies, such as the Chamber, Smith, etc. So I wanted to provide an update to the board on, I guess, activities since the last EDA meeting. I think there was cuts made to every department that receives property tax funding or a portion of it. And the EDA share recommended was $10,000. So looking at $40,000 in revenue from the property tax levy in '26. So again, just wanted to provide a update to the board on that.
And we do have the application for the grant, working on that, so that effectively could help offset some of that for that market study we're looking at, so.
Correct, yep.
So then, do we need to decide where we cut that in our budget here? Or is it just an update and we decide next month, or like?
I wanted to provide an update, and let's see, October. Yeah, we'll have to make a final decision at the November meeting. The city council has the 26 budget on their, I think, December 11th council meeting agenda.
Yeah.
And just, looking at where we are year to date, we had almost $20,000 budgeted for advertising, and what did I come up with? There should be, I'm not anticipating any expenses going forward other than West Brack marketing or social media. So we have $19,800 budgeted, and year to date, we haven't even spent $5,000. So
Okay.
we should have at least a $10,000, if not more, there'll be more than that, over $13,000 fund balance carryover that can kind of offset that.
Because we usually do have carryover year over year, right?
For the most part, yes.
It's not a ton, but, we're pretty tight on our budget's pretty close, right?
Yes.
Okay. Excellent, thanks, Joel. I guess, anything else about that? Perfect. Let's move to the EDA Small City Development Program Housing Rehabilitation Grant update.
I think my packet got messed up, so I
It's like a prank.
apologize for that.
No, it's okay.
Starting to go through my stuff, and I'm like, getting prepared for the meeting, and I'm like, oh, this isn't this agenda item. So yeah, basically this is a update from, or just on the grant program. Basically, we've got 6 potential projects. 2 are complete. The third is a basement foundation repair. We were having difficulties finding someone that could come out and provide a recommendation as to what needed to be done to repair the problem. We did reach out, or I reached out to American Water Works, who we've used a couple times here recently in town, one for the old city hall and a previous grant project. So sounds like they met with the property owner, came up with a solution that was acceptable. So now we just need to follow up and write the scope of work accordingly, and then get a bid out. The 4th project, bids were received, and working with the homeowner on signing the repayment agreement before work can start. Project 5 was, they needed to determine the scope of work, whether it's windows, roof, and this is one that we had talked about at the last meeting, asbestos potentially. I believe that they have missed or haven't shown up for several meetings, so it's kind of a, hey, are we doing this or not type of thing. And then the 6th potential, the project 6 is a potential project. Provided the homeowner all of the information. She submitted the inquiry form and income information, and that has all been sent to Rice County for review to see if they'll qualify for the program. So.
Excellent.
Received grant funding for, I believe, 15 projects at about 26,000. So still have a few more to go. Hopefully, we can muster up some interest and people want to do something here. Whether it's inside work over the winter or hit the ground running in the spring for outside projects, and hopefully we can use the cash or the grant funds before September 26 when our contract is up with deed.
Did the new applicants, did they mention how they found out about it or anything, or is this,
They have not.
Okay.
No.
I was gonna say, here we are in the age-old question of how do you get word out? I mean, Joel likes to go door to door. And historically, it's been so successful.
Yes, absolutely. Maybe if I offer a box of cookies or something, I could listen.
Tell the Boy Scouts when they're selling the
Yeah,
popcorn.
popcorn, yeah.
Yeah. So, all right. Well, that is a really good update. At least, you know, we're continuing to have interest, which is good. And I guess, I don't know, is there any other ideas of how to get the word out about this again? Certainly, let's think about that. I mean, Holly shows it on social media, right? So.
Yep.
and it has-
Repeatedly.
And it has a highlighted spot on our Facebook, or on our website. Okay, thanks, Joel. Okay, next on our old business is consider approval of the proposed facade rehabilitation grant program policy/application.
All right, thank you. The board has talked about this at the last several meetings. The enclosed proposed policy and application is based off of discussion at the meeting held last month. Looking at funding in a total of $20,000. Eligible properties would be that they do not have residential use as their primary occupancy, are commercial or industrial in nature, and not zoned residential. The project requires a one-to-one match. Projects shall not exceed $10,000 in program funding. That was something that was talked about at, I think at length at the last meeting as far as, you know, how many potential projects did we want to have, and landed on 10,000, up to $10,000 in funding,
Nice.
or per application. As far as the timeline, applications would be received on an ongoing basis. First deadline would be June 1st of '26, with project completion by the end of the year. Application fee $150, non-refundable, and that would be cover a portion of staff time and the recording fees. Eligible improvements, exterior building facade improvements that face a street only, not an alley. Make an immediate impact and are permanent. Those potential items could be siding, windows, doors, awnings, permanent building facade improvements. Projects started or completed prior to the program are not eligible. Applicants is the property owner, need to be current with their property taxes, mortgage, and insurance. If not compliant with city code, and if not, proposed improvements will bring the property into compliance. Payment of funds, we're requiring 2 bids, and we would fund the low bid. So if they wanted to go with a different contractor that was more expensive, we would just reimburse them for the low bid.
Right,
And then payment would be provided upon completion of the project and after all required inspections had been conducted and the building inspector provided not necessarily a certificate of occupancy, but
Completion.
approve the final quote-unquote inspection for the project.
perfect.
Payback, this is a deferred loan, and then if the property owner retains ownership of the property for 5 years, it would become a grant. And then for each year the property owner owns the property, the amount to be repaid would be reduced by 20%. So I have those years and percentages in here as well. And then the fiscal impact could be up to $20,000 depending on the number and amount of applications that we receive. Alternatives would be to not offer the program in '26, and then included with staff's report is the proposed policy application and then information letter that would be sent out.
So when would they have to start paying it back? Would it be after year 5 then?
The only way that they would pay it back is if they sold the property.
Okay, otherwise they-
Within 5 years,
Okay,
correct.
Nice.
thank you.
So then we are approving
Correct.
this program to proceed forward in 2026.
That is correct, yep.
Excellent. I think it looks good. I think this is kind of a popular one. People use it.
I'll make a motion to approve.
I'll second it.
Excellent. I have a motion and a second to approve the presented facade rehabilitation grant program policy and application. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstaining? All right, motion passes. Nice work.
So, are we gonna start advertising that then right away? Make it available right away, or is that a January 1 thing?
We certainly can.
Per the policy, the applications start on January 1.
Okay, yeah, I guess I didn't look that closely, sorry.
Listen, I had a lot of time to study.
We talked about it for a couple meetings
Yeah,
too.
absolutely.
And we certainly could.
I mean,
But
maybe
we just-
start
We
advertising.
just
Yeah,
wouldn't,
absolutely.
be able to pay any funds out
Yeah,
until.
just
after
like
the
prep
first
all
of
your
the
stuff.
year.
We'll see
Yeah,
you
at
on
least
New
get
Year's.
people ready,
Yeah.
hey, this is coming.
Yeah, I think
Start
if
thinking
we
about your
get
projects.
bids and everything.
Well, and it's budget season, so people are probably starting to think about that.
Think about your projects, what do you wanna do,
Right.
Look at your gutters,
what's gotta be facing.
look at your shutters, I meant. So, yeah, very cool. All right. Discuss implementation of a business retention and expansion business visit program.
All right.
I did see that there was a lot of discussion about this, but go ahead, Joel.
Yep, so again, we've been talking about this and, kind of during through the budget process, decided to, discontinue our lunch and learns and kind of change our focus on how we interacted with, our businesses. So discussed and wanted to bring back the in-person business visits. So I used the, interview guide, I guess that's what it's called, that we used during our BR&E kind of over 2019 to 2021. And went through and formatted it, and there were a couple questions that really weren't, I guess I didn't think relevant, so I deleted them. But for the most part, I would say it's 98% the same as what we used in the past, so. Covers a lot of stuff from just, hey, do we have the current contact information, to, just, what are their needs for any training, or do you do any exports? Who can we get you in contact with to help resolve any issues that you have, or add to the success of your business? So we had talked, businesses that we wanted to interview, some new ones that are new to town, and we haven't had the opportunity, or haven't met with yet, or got a tour of their facility, so I think the consensus was to start there and kind of go back and forth between manufacturing and commercial, not just focus on one specific industry or sector.
That's how we did it before. We did 2 a month, and we did one, non-retail, or we did one of each. So then did we decide like how many people from EDA go? And what is the cadence? Is it once a month? Is it what time? Are we gonna fill this whole thing out with them, like sit down for an hour and fill it out and then do a tour? we gonna send it beforehand? Like, what's the,
Yep, so, discussion was that we would send it out beforehand
Okay.
and then, receive it, so we
Yep.
could review it, and then when we get there,
ask more questions?
yep, be prepared to, so it's productive, it's not answering the questions and, okay, we'll get back to you,
Right, right.
in the next week or so.
Yeah, and then we can have a discussion more than a Q&A session while we're
Yep.
there.
Correct. So I haven't reached out to any businesses, but wanted to, see who was interested in participating in this, and if there's certain dates or times that work better, and I can reach out to the businesses that we had talked about at the last meeting and get this program rocking and rolling.
Weren't we going to let the business decide what time, day and time worked best for them, and then we were gonna try and fit our schedule into that, whoever
Yeah, but
can
we
make
can
it?
suggest, be like, 2 Thursdays or Fridays?
Yes, I definitely can do that.
And I think as far as how many, kind of depends on how many responses, we get too, so.
Yeah, I forget everybody wanting to meet with us once a month is gonna be a
Not enough.
long calendar.
Yeah.
And then people lose interest, right?
Right.
Because if we get, we send it out to 10 and all 10 respond and say, yeah, this is great, let's do it. 10 months out, the last one might be like, whoa, oh, that's right, they'll forget about it by then or something,
I
so.
think we pick like two a month, and we send it out
Yeah.
and decide. We don't have to do 2 a month, but I think we send 2 to see if they both respond or one responds, because 1 month is fine. But I don't,
So contact them the month in advance and then schedule for the following month type of deal.
yep,
So then you're not gonna necessarily send out every month then, because if you, say start in January, so you sent 2 of them, well, you'd do 1 in January, the other one you would do February.
No, potentially 2 a month.
Oh, doing 2 a month?
Yeah.
Okay, I thought you were
potentially.
saying.
Yeah, if they both
1 a month,
respond,
then-
sure, try and,
Okay.
yeah.
okay. So they fill out this thing, we go, it's an hour meeting, I mean, we need to define that, roughly an hour,
We want to be cognizant of.
right, of
Of their
everybody's
time and
time,
our time.
Yeah,
yeah.
if they say I got 30 minutes, we'll take your
Right.
30 minutes.
Yep.
I think we're doing this as an outreach thing. We'll work around your schedule, what works for you, and then I think there's enough of us here where we can figure it out, right? It's like, okay, here's when so-and-so's available, who from the EDA can make it? I know, like for me, I work from home, so I'm a little more flexible.
I got Thursdays and Fridays from home,
Nice.
so I'm a little flexible on Thursdays and Fridays, if I'm not.
And it really
Yeah.
depends on the day too,
Yeah.
right? All of a sudden meetings come up or whatever, and, yeah.
So then 30 minutes to an hour, tour the facility, review the answers to their questionnaire, and then,
Then I guess at that point, it's any follow-up that would come from that meeting.
Well, we would review the questionnaire before we would
Yeah,
go.
but I mean, review with them, be like, oh,
Right.
look, we noticed your stuff, that's
Right.
part of the
Yeah,
1 hour
discuss-
that we're doing.
Discuss it with them.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it might be a situation where, they fill all that out and it's like, get in there and they're like, we're really bursting at the seams, we need to expand quickly. What can you do? Where can we go? That kind of stuff. And, who knows? That might be we're really happy with Lonsdale, everything's great, super. Then
Only-
there's nothing, no action items needed
Yeah.
from that,
Well,
but.
the last time we did this, like just informally like this, we did find that we were able to connect some people for some collabs, so that was kind of cool.
Right.
So, yeah. Do we decide here what businesses we reach out to first? I know I saw a list of them earlier, but
Yeah, and I was trying to reorganize my packet, and I don't.
that's like a pretty move, Joel.
But yeah, I mean, I know we've over the years worked with Minnesota Millworks and Fixtures. Recently met with TMI on a potential expansion and got them in contact with Deed, Scan Air Filter.
Like, I
Newest
think it would be
business to the
really
business
cool
park,
to
so-
check those new businesses in the business
Yep.
park, because I've
I was
not,
gonna reach out to Scan Air Filter initially and go from there.
cool.
I don't think anyone is I haven't seen the finished product of their building. I was in it during construction, but.
I've been in, but not for like a tour. I was in there for business.
For the lobby or whatever.
Yeah, and a little bit back, but it wasn't, I had other items to deal with at
Just
the
use the
time.
bathroom.
No, we do their service, so I had to go I had to talk to somebody, and they were like, well, they're in the back here, so they brought me back, but I didn't really get a chance to.
That's awesome. Yeah, I would love to do that.
Well, the other thing too is connecting with some of our longtime businesses, because you just look at this list, especially for
ARM.
retail.
Yeah.
There's been a lot of change with, Ivory and Onyx. They're not new,
But they're in a
but there's
location,
new
they've
location,
expanded.
new name, they've added new services. Lonsdale Hardware.
New
They've added
owner.
the gun sales, new owner.
Yeah.
It's a perfect time to talk to them. Like, hey, Jace, now you're the owner.
noticing?
What do you want to do? Where do you want to go? Some of it might get out of our control, right? Gun sales. He's probably concerned about what the state's talking about with special sessions and stuff like that in regard to firearms, but
So do you think that do you think the move is then to reach out to one more industrial and one more retail each month?
Correct.
I think that's the move. And then
Yep,
we
I
can
agree.
do one of each month.
Yep. And some might be in the evenings, right?
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, you never know, yeah.
Cause
Whatever's
like
the most convenient.
some of the, the hair salons, they might say, oh, come in the evening, after our appointments are done or
Right.
something.
So, all right, and I do think it's important to just sort of roughly define what we do when we're there, so it's consistent. So we do the tour of the facility, we review the questionnaire that they filled out. Whoever goes needs to report back to the EDA, at the next meeting, and then we figure out what our follow-up actions are.
Bring information about the loan, about
Yep,
the facade grant, yeah.
Yeah, and hopefully we've got, information that they're looking for when,
Well,
we
once they
review
fill
their
this thing
application.
out, when they fill out their questionnaire, we'll get an idea of the things that we
Yeah,
need to gather.
we should have a standard, packet of information though too, contacts for deed, contacts for Rice
Smith.
County, Smith, yeah, all that, just kind of having that stuff in the
Yeah.
packet, say, regardless of what, here's this stuff for later, let's talk about
Yeah.
your questionnaire or whatever.
Cool, well, I think that's really great, so yeah, so we pretty much decided I can't remember what it's called, on the business park, and then do you have a preference for the retail-ish one? Do you wanna do one of the ones that has had some change, like you just suggested?
Yeah, I think it probably won't hurt, maybe
Onyx or,
Ivory and Onyx or the hardware store, either one, maybe,
I mean, we
yeah.
have like over 100 businesses in town, this could get, we have to be, I don't wanna say selective, but we have to be focused, just so that we don't, like you said,
Yeah.
overwhelm ourselves.
yep.
It'll be interesting to see if there's a trend line that emerges from these
Yeah.
visits too.
And is it industry specific, are there different trends?
Yeah, are the industrial ones different than the retail ones, which they will be, of course, but, yeah, cool.
So to your example, Brian, if someone did have a question, specific, and would we be able to provide them, not the answer, but at least contact information?
Like
or-
state levels type stuff? Oh, yeah, for sure.
Okay.
And again, this is a really comprehensive questionnaire
Yes,
that
it
they
is.
fill out. So we should be able to get some decent information
Yes.
before we even go.
Yes.
And if they don't fill it out, we're not going. 'Cause otherwise,
They don't wanna put the effort in, yeah.
I mean, no, for real. I do think that is part of the deal. Yeah. Perfect. So do we need to move to implement this? Do we need to, what do we do? Or
Yeah,
just
you can make a
start?
motion to.
Okay, so, I would entertain a motion to start to sort of formalize our BR&E visits, up to 2 a month. One industrial, one with volunteers from the group going, and then reporting back.
And is that beginning January 1? Or when are we beginning that?
I don't think we'd have to, we can do it whenever we
Start
want.
next month, yeah.
We can do it in November.
I mean, it might be advantageous to reach out in November to say,
Yeah.
do you have time in, because the
December.
manufacturing folks might have time in December, you know, some shut down, and that might be a good time to sit down with owners. Yeah,
Yeah, we'll get on the horn right away and
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's start it
Yeah, it would be
relatively
get something
immediately.
scheduled. I mean, it's
Sure.
what, middle of the month?
yeah.
Yeah,
We could get something for early November.
All right, well, I'll make that motion to implement the program as presented.
I'll second it.
excellent. All right, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstaining? Perfect, and then just one non-consequential thing, then Joel, you can just email the group and we'll just volunteer as needed. And if it's overwhelmingly everybody wants to go, we just take turns.
And Bonnie's got time every day.
I do.
I have time some days.
As long as,
Gotta fit her walk in there.
I was just gonna say, as long as it doesn't interfere with my
We
walk.
have priorities.
All right, update on the city's Smith Economic Development Grant Program application.
This was discussed at the last meeting. Did get the application filled out and submitted. Got a letter of support from the chamber, completed the budget, and at this point, just kind of in a holding pattern until December to see if we're awarded the grant or not. So we applied for the total market feasibility study was $9,800 that we received from Maxfield.
Yep,
So it requires a one-to-one match, so applied for $4,900.
nice.
So we should know at our December meeting,
Excellent.
probably a day or two before it. Yeah, December, yeah, we meet the 18th, so we'll find out.
Have we sent over a donation check yet?
I believe we have.
And I do.
Did you attach it to the grant application?
the same envelope. I do
The tray of
recall it doesn't,
That was one of our-
necessarily matter though.
That was one of the attachments.
Oh, that's so funny.
When they were here, they had talked about this program where they give away books.
Yep.
Can we get some more information on that so I can pass that over to the library board? Perfect, thank
Absolutely.
you.
Awesome, thank you, Joel, for that. I'm super excited. I hope that we are selected and we can do the market study. And now we move on to new business. Corey, social media marketing updates.
Good morning and happy holidays to everyone.
It's not holidays yet.
I know, but we're talking the December marketing calendar already.
Like, what are you doing? I have shopped zero.
All right, so this is a monthly social media update. We were concentrating on the planning ahead and concentrating on the December marketing calendar, and then just reviewing September stats. So as usual, please go to your attachments, go to the December marketing calendar. So starting off in December, monthly meetings, that is including now the library board meeting also.
Excellent.
I just want to make a note to the EDA board this morning. Standard operating procedures, get notified in snow emergencies. Gosh, this is a scary update to
I don't
receive
even like
already
this,
too, right?
I'm not even happy.
The park board has been wanting to bring more highlight and spotlight to the sponsor bench. Park bench has a great gift idea. On the 8th, bundle up, winter walks never look so good. Lonsdale is a home of beautiful parks, so highlighting our parks in our system. In-person video feature, the city administrator and I talked about that. We talked about highlighting the new Founders Day committee. So that is an idea that's out there or on the schedule. Never Stop Dreaming, here's why Lonsdale should be at the top of your list. It talks about the median income, poverty rate, high home ownership. You know, this is important to get out there. Some fun stuff, grab your mittens. It's time for winter and fall in the parks. Jump into the 15th. Very important, shop local. We just talked about our BNRE visits. This is a good way to promote what's going on in Main Street and around the town. December 18th, holiday safety tips. Then we get into, the offices are closed for, Merry Christmas. And then the 29th, small town, big potential. As 2025 ends, we're proud of how far Lonsdale has come from the population back from 2020 to now. And Brian, this is just, don't even go there with the population here.
Underline that estimated. Cite your source.
So, and then, Happy New Year's, offices are closed again. The images are, also attached here with the report. And then getting into September stats.
Hold
Whoop.
on, just two things. Number one, if it snows, can she do like a throwback Thursday of her tour with the snowplow guy?
Of course,
And
because that
is
was
there-
awesome.
It was so cool, like
With
I don't think we
with our
should let
Public
that
Works
die.
Director.
Yeah. Sorry that I said that.
No, that is one of my favorite videos.
That's his new nickname. Joe's now
That
snowplow guy.
Please don't tell him it was me. Shooty can watch it and see. This is a disaster.
Even the
King.
snowplows are getting
Snow
named.
King.
I know.
Snow
Wait,
King.
do our snowplows
Plow
have
king?
names?
Plow King.
Okay.
Do our snowplows have names?
No.
You're
No.
missing an opportunity, your friends. Just write that down for something later. We need to name our snowplow. Come on, Brian, it's hilarious and fun.
I have criticized MnDOT for wasting money
It's so, listen,
on that campaign. I used to know the guy who started that whole deal. He
I
was
want to
the
give him a high five.
director.
I think it is wonderful.
You can give him a high five. I want my money back.
I think what they were trying to do though is, people, they get so upset about the plows.
Oh, I understand.
Yeah,
No, I get
Trying to
it.
humanize.
Oh my
PR
goodness.
is,
But the hundreds
Here's
of
Brian.
thousands
Get
of
off my lawn.
dollars spent on that PR campaign could be used to put a stoplight instead of a roundabout down here on 8th Avenue.
Listen,
Yes.
I like a roundabout. If you notice statistics, they're very safe. Also, the other thing that I
Yep.
was thinking is, do we have any, and I don't know statistically with anything if it's gonna happen, but anything about like snow emergencies and parking stuff. And I didn't see, I'm so sorry I've been gone, but I didn't see if that happened in November. Just prepping for winter, like what are the city rules for winter?
I know planning and zoning is reviewing the parking ordinances.
Okay.
Is that gonna be done prior to November? Corey, do you know?
We're not looking at changing anything as far as
Okay, so we're safe.
seasonal part. Yeah,
Okay,
correct.
okay,
There's no change to that.
okay. I just wanted to be sure before we start posting something that we're not gonna make a
Right,
change
that it's
after it's
gonna change.
posted, yeah.
Just those were, yeah, the two things that I had thought of.
Is Frosty Fest on here?
that's in
That's in
November.
November.
Oh, that is in November,
Awkward
okay.
hashtag.
It's covered already.
Sweet.
Yeah, excellent points. The Joe Dornfeld snowplow video is probably my favorite video that's been produced here from Holly.
For real. That one has to come out every year. It has to be a throwback Thursday every year. Okay, carry on with your statistics.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Facebook views were down slightly, but this is Holly's update to our to the EDA board. Facebook views are down slightly, but the interactions are up, so content is resonating with residents. Web visitors were down, but the utility billing setup page was up. She says perhaps the snowbirds. Google Business continues to grow with calls and clicks to the website. That's what we want to see. And then, and the city council minutes page was up as well. That should not be a surprise. And then what's incredible is the Lonsdale feed mill received. So if you guys see Steve Vosevka in town, he broke our YouTube page. So,
Viral.
and there was, at that time, there was 891 views of him talking about the Lonsdale feed mill. He did an exceptional job, and it's been our biggest video so far.
Nice. Super cool.
We get into the pages. I find this one the most interesting. This is in your attachments. Pages or website pages views the most in the website. She states utility billing up the most. And then the city council meetings with a major increase in September for views. As I mentioned, yeah, there's a lot going
Surprise,
on.
surprise.
People were watching the city council meetings, I wonder why.
And YouTube videos, Lonsdale Places to Eat, that was a nice piece, 168 views. Like I said, the Lonsdale Feed Mill broke the YouTube page at
Amazing.
891 views. She gave us a bonus video. She is wonderful, always wanting to get involved in the city. She did a bonus video with the ribbon cutting event here at City Hall.
Cool.
And that concludes my report for the month of December already. I will reach out to Holly this morning and say, hey, this follow up on the snowplow video, snow emergencies, and
Just prepping for winter, city.
prepping
things, yeah.
for winter.
City policy prepping. And please also tell her she's doing such a great job. I'm so impressed.
Thank you, and I will tell her that.
Awesome. Any questions or comments about social media marketing stuff, you guys?
Corey, going forward, could we get a copy of, for the November one also included? Just
So
to
the
kind of-
prior month?
Yeah, the prior month, thank you, just to
For
kind of review
reference?
it to see, because she could still make changes to it, right?
Yeah, and we
If
do
we-
make changes to
yeah.
it. Any recommendations that come from the EDA board, I report back to her right after the
Right,
meeting.
yeah.
And just say, hey, this is the direction we wanna
Right.
go. She sends an updated calendar, so
Yeah.
that's an easy
Just to
one.
kind of look it over and think, oh yeah, we got everything covered, or, we missed something.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Hey, thanks, Corey.
Because some of us don't remember when things are.
Like it's Frosty Fest in
Yeah.
November.
And I see the importance of tracking our posts and what we're doing, so we're not duplicating and we're moving forward, so,
Or thinking we did something.
I know.
We didn't, yeah.
right.
Where did I put my keys?
Awesome. Okay, let's do a development update, please. Joel.
So, I'm continuing to work with the daycare that we're trying to get to town here. I know the owner's working with Southern Minnesota Initiative Foundation, Jeff Andrews, on some consulting to work on financing and kind of business plan, things like that.
Can you just tell me or remind me where that would go?
It sounds like she is interested in a parcel
Oh, building
east
from.
of Dollar General.
Okay.
So as far, building a second location. As
So
far
what's
as the
in
number
the-
of slots, I'm
what's in our
not
business
sure,
park
but
area?
I mean, for it up
Nice.
to 100.
Okay. This is amazing. And she already has one somewhere. I'm so sorry.
Dundas.
In Dundas. Okay.
Yep.
Great. Thank you.
Yeah, she's got a location over, if you go back behind Menards there by where the storage.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's that one right over there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Great. I think it's super needed. Always.
So
Absolutely.
if that does go in that area there, is that a permitted use under because the zoning is I1?
I believe it is.
Okay. Just want to
It's
make
either
sure if we have to
permitted or
rezone
conditional
anything.
use, but yeah, I do not believe that we have to rezone it.
Okay. Because it's I1 over there, right?
Commercial industrial
Okay.
on the parcel that we owned, the
Okay,
12.6.
okay, so the commercial, all right.
So then you drop your kids off for daycare, you stop at Quick Trip to get your
Yep.
coffee and your donut, and you move on to the business park where that new place is. Okay. Awesome. Daycare, check. TMI. Oh, it says no update.
Yeah, no update, but we did, prior to the last month's meeting, just coordinate a virtual meeting, the city, TMI, and Deed. So, provided some general information to Justin Lau, the owner, from Deed and Smith. So, and I guess I didn't confirm if Steel Waseca Electric provided him some information on some USDA rural development
Okay.
funding options.
Cool.
Lonsdale Packaging, no update. Did send an email to the owner, and he is just kind of working on plans and financing.
And they would expand up there where they are?
Correct, yep, to the east.
Okay.
south of their loading docks and their
Yeah.
parking lot there.
Yeah.
It looked like they already started building. They got all the pallets stacked up. They're gonna build it.
Oh, on the pallets?
It's DIY. It's gonna be super rustic.
Hundreds of pallets stacked up.
And burlap. I don't know if you saw the
Looks like an
burlap.
old stockade fence.
Nothing new on potential commercial building. As far as the billboard, the council did approve the purchase agreement to sell them about a half-acre lot, again, east of Dollar General on our 12.6 acres. Coordinating the plating process so we can establish that lot that they're gonna buy and close. And then anticipating closing, probably gonna be early November.
Okay.
Business park development, nothing there, and then residential, as far as the Bixby property, northwest side of town, we did receive their wetland information to, begin the delineation process. And kind of alluded to it as far as, watching council meetings and things like that, the 58 unit apartment complex, council approved to rezone to PUD, and, we are working with the developer on plans, and the PUD agreement is next. So, just quick update on what we've been working on.
I love that update. Can we do it every month? Did we decide that we were gonna do that?
Every month.
This is wonderful. If you could just provide an old map where the rain shop and the old laundromat were and remind me what those are, that would be great. Awesome. Do you guys have other things that you'd like to discuss for today? All right, so next month, we will need to talk about, well, the finalized budget. Of course, we'll have an update on the grant, the city development grant program. Hopefully, we'll have some BRNE visits either scheduled or even completed, and we can report on those. So everybody check your email if Joel gets us a gig. And then I guess an update on the Smith grant. Oh no, that's December.
Correct, yep. We'll find out earlier in the week.
Okay, perfect. Does anybody have anything else you'd like to add to the meeting for next month? Perfect, then I would entertain a motion to adjourn the meeting.
So moved.
Second.
I have a motion and a second to adjourn the meeting. All in favor?
I
Aye.
Opposed? Abstaining?